Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Whether you've dreamed of exploring the vibrant cities of Africa or you're just cautious about life across the continent, today's journey is for you. Some of you may never set foot in these incredible places, while others might have planned to visit or even move there. So no matter where you stand, I am bringing you an exciting and insightful look at the African cities with the highest cost of living in 2025. From the bustling markets in Lagos to the scenic beauty of Cape Town, we will uncover what makes these cities hums with a hefty price tag. So join me as we explore the challenges and the cost of living in these city homes. So the first city that I'm going to look at today is a city in Zimbabwe, Harare. I'm going to be looking at the cost of living there. Harare faces significant economic instability, with hyperinflation being a major issue. The cost of essential goods continue to rise, driven by currency devaluation and political turmoil, which severely impacts residents' ability to afford basic necessities. The monthly grocery costs range from $100 to $150 US, influenced by inflation and import dependence. To rent a place there is also very expensive. A one-bedroom apartment in the city centre costs between $300 and $500 per month, while outside the city centre it ranges from $200 to $350. Johannesburg is another place where the cost of living is very high. So as a key economic hub, the city experiences rising costs in houses and utilities. The city's infrastructure and service delivery are strained, and the gap between income levels and living cost is widening every day, affecting middle and lower income households. So the monthly cost of groceries is approximately $150 to $200. That's for a single person. And city centre rents for a one-bedroom apartment range from $400 to $700 per month. All these places that I'm mentioning to you has been rated as having the highest cost of living to date. Accra in Ghana, its economic growth is accompanied by increasing living costs, which impacts both local and expatriate communities. Real estate prices and high dependency on imported goods contribute to the higher cost of living. Monthly groceries could cost for a single person from about $120 to $180. To rent a one-bedroom apartment in the city centre costs between $400 and $700 per month, with the outskirt rents ranging from $250 to $500. Then we have Cape Town in South Africa, which is also rated as having one of the highest cost of living in Africa. Cape Town is known for its high property prices, driven by demands in prime areas. The tourism-driven economy also impacts local affordability, particularly in housing and daily expenses. So monthly food groceries range from $150 to $200. Rents for a one-bedroom apartment in the city centre range from $500 to $800 per month. Pretoria in South Africa is also another city that the cost of living is going through the roof. Being an administrative capital, it has a large government workforce. The rising cost of living impacts public sector employees and increases pressure on public services and infrastructure. So food grocery costs are similar to any other South African cities, ranging from 150 to 200 per month. And this is dollars that I'm talking about. A one-bedroom apartment in the city costs about $300 to about $600 per month. Nairobi also falls into the category of one of the cities in Africa that has a very high rate of living. Nairobi's role as East Africa's commercial hub brings high demand for housing and office space, driving up costs. Public transport and utility expenses are also rising, adding to the financial burden on residents. Monthly food grocery costs from about $100 to $150. With the outskirts ranging from $200 to $400 per month. Nigeria also falls into the category of a very expensive place to live. Lagos faces rapid urbanization and significant infrastructure deficits. The high demand for housing, coupled with inadequate public services, leads to the increased cost for residents and businesses alike. Monthly groceries cost from about $150 to $200, which is quite similar to what is going on in other parts of Africa. A one-bedroom apartment in the city centre costs about $500 and $1,000 per month, which is the highest I've seen so far in these categories, with the outskirt rents ranging from $300 to $600 per month. I am also going to be giving you some information about Senegal and the Gambia. Although they are not ranked among the African cities with the highest cost of living in 2025, I want to highlight the cost of living in these countries as it stood in 2024. Everywhere you go, people are expressing concerns about the rising costs, which have reached levels many can no longer afford. So let's take a look at the current situation. In Senegal, monthly groceries for a single person range from $100 to $150. In order to find out the correct prices in each place, you would have to find out the rate of the dollar to whichever country you're investigating. This includes staples like rice, vegetables, and local produce. Eating out at an expensive restaurant costs about $3 to $5 per meal, which is not bad comparing to other places around the world. A one-bedroom apartment in the city ranges from $400 to $700 per month. Outside the city centre, rent for a one-bedroom apartment is approximately $200 to $400 per month. The Gambia is also another place where people are complaining every day about the cost of living and not being able to afford basic amenities. Monthly groceries for a single person range from $80 to $120, with rice, fish, and fresh produce being common purchases. A meal at an expensive local restaurant typically costs $2 to $4, which again is quite reasonable as compared to other cities across the world. A one-bedroom apartment in the city centre costs about $300 to $600 per month. Outside the city centre, rent for a one-bedroom apartment is about $150 to $300 a month. Both countries offer affordable options outside their capitals, but urban living, especially in major cities like Dakar and Banjul, reflects higher costs due to demand and infrastructure. Despite not topping the list, the increased cost of living in both countries is a significant concern for residents, affecting their ability to afford basic necessity and maintain a decent quality of life. And that wraps up our journey through Africa's pricier cities. I hope you found this glimpse into the cost of living both eye-opening and engaging. Whether it's Harare, economic challenges, or Johannesburg bustling energy, each city has its own unique story to tell. If you enjoy this dive into urban life across Africa, don't forget to like, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know which city surprised you the most or where you would love to visit. Until next time, keep exploring, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.